Ladies and gentlemen, Arizona, the fraud is being exposed as we speak. Department of Homeland Security, DNI, HSI, FBI, they're all boots on the ground right now, taking the machines, taking the ballots, the drop boxes. And oh my goodness, are the Democrats in full panic mode? And we're about to get into all of that right now. But really quickly, smash a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you've been with me from the beginning, you know that this channel started as a election integrity, channel where it was all about investigating election fraud. And we started with Arizona. We did a full loop and we're back to Arizona. But really quickly, today's sponsor, someone from the Phoenix, Arizona area, VERITY Metals. Gold, silver, platinum to protect your finances and retirement plans. They have you covered. Now, VERITY Metals is the only company in the nation with self-storage IRA options. That's right, self-storage IRA options. You can store it at your bank, at your business, or anywhere else you please. They are the only ones in the nation who can do it for you legally. Call or text 888-328-62105. Tell them Vlad sent you. Links are down below in the description. Now, I'm going to show you a couple things right here on X. Early this morning, some Rasmussen poll posted, "Good morning, Arizona. Send lawyers, guns, and money." The stuff has hit the fan. Why? Well, because the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors early in the morning said we need to have a emergency meeting now. Who are the Board of Supervisors? Well, they run the election. I call them the Board of Snakes, like my good friend George, aka Big Easy, nicknamed them 5 years ago. They are the Maricopa County Board of Snakes. Then Kristi Noem held a press conference from one of the election centers in Phoenix, Arizona. And here's what she had to say.
As President Trump said, we will either fix our nation's election issues or we will no longer have a nation to save. Right now, America has a golden opportunity, a wonderful opportunity to show that we are serious about securing our elections and that we care about making sure that we preserve our sacred republic. Earlier this week, the House of Representatives passed the SAVE Act. This is federal legislation that does some common sense, straightforward things. First of all, it requires a photo ID in order to vote in federal elections. It also requires proof of citizenship in order to register to vote. And it requires states to remove non-citizens from their voter rolls. These measures are extremely popular with American citizens. American people have common sense, and they want to see reforms like this put into their elections. In fact, a Gallup poll was recently released that shows 84% of Americans support a photo ID when they go to vote, that 83% support proving your citizenship when you go to register to vote. A Pew Research poll showed that 95% of Republicans and 71% of Democrats agree with voter ID. There's a reason why more than 80% of Americans support.
No, she talks about the SAVE Act, but then she was asked this question by a reporter about what are you doing in Maricopa County? She answered like this.
You've offered a couple of examples from Kansas, Maryland, and Iowa and such. Can you offer us any good examples of this kind of fraud in Arizona?
Oh, I'm sure there's many of them, but we want to make sure that we talked about several of them this morning at our roundtable that we had. We talked about individuals that may be registered to vote in this state, but truly live in another state. I understand that you have mobile homes and boats on lakes that individuals may have as their voter registration address, but not necessarily that is where they live. They live in another state, such as California or on the East Coast. Those kind of situations are things that your county officials should be bringing forward and be asking your Secretary of State for the opportunity to take off the voter rolls if they shouldn't be there.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Georgia was first. Now it's Maricopa County. This is, Georgia was the first domino, like predicted by Sidney Powell. Now it's Arizona, and it's going to continue. It's just going to keep riding and riding and riding, and more people are going to be arrested. More states are going to be raided. They're all going to prison. And I'm here for the show, and I can't wait. God bless you. Subscribe. I'll keep you updated, so stay tuned. I'll see you in the next one.